We're here with TreVeyon Henderson, Ohio State running back, national champ. How does that feel?
It feels good, man. I just praise God, for the opportunity and, being able to come out with the win.
So I want to talk to you about, obviously, Quinshon Judkins joined you in the offseason. I know you've talked about this, but I want to hear your perspective once again. Sometimes people might take that as you're infringing on my opportunities to get the rock.
Mm-hmm.
You took a different tact, and it came together for everybody.
Yeah, man. I think, God helped me realize, especially just coming back this year, it's not about me. It's about this team. And so I just remember and getting that call from Coach Day, and I really respect him, for, just reaching out to me, before he made that decision. He didn't have to do that, but, he did. And so it shows a lot about his character and who he is. And so I told Coach, whatever's going to help this team win the national championship, Coach, man, let's do it. Let's bring him in, man. So I'm just thankful that I got the opportunity to play alongside of him.
You mentioned you came back this past year. You obviously could have gone to the draft last year. A bunch of guys in Ohio State made that same decision as you to come back to win a national championship. But it wasn't always great this year. You obviously had 2 losses during the regular season, that Oregon game, that Michigan game. Were there any times where, some guys had second-guessing that decision, or yourself included in that?
I know for me, nah, man, no second-guessing. I know God is so intentional about what he does, and so I know he led me back for a great reason, something that was bigger than football. And so, I believe that was shown, throughout this past year. And so, nah, man, I'm thankful, for the wins and for the losses, man.
A couple things. Our buddy Rick Spielman used to work with us here.
I know Rick.
And we gave him a hard time. I said, man, you talked all these kids into coming back, and maybe they shouldn't have because they could have gone to the NFL. But he got that one right, and you had a lot to do with that. Our colleague Lee J. Dusable brought this up to me, and I think it's an incredibly important point, just talking about you and the unselfishness. We know what you can do as a running back, but there were times where if they're running lead with Will Howard, you're the first guy out there as a lead blocker, like you're a fullback, and you also take that very seriously as well.
Yeah. I went by this motto last year that kind of spread throughout the team. It's called For the Love. And so I look at that as just pass protection. It's for the love of my brother, for the love of Will, for the love of the receivers, to be able to block for those guys so they can get the ball. I look at that. It just shows, what type of player you are. Are you a selfish player who only cares about getting the ball, or are you an unselfish player? When you're not getting the ball, you're still giving effort. And so pass protection is something that I take serious. It's because, I know if I don't pass protect, then first of all, I'm not going to be in the game.
Right.
Second of all, my quarterback, he's going to get hit, which I don't want. Receivers are not going to get fed, which I don't want either. And so I want everyone to eat, and so.
When I watch the tape, you may very well be the best pass protecting running back in this class. Have NFL teams been bringing that up to you, and kind of what do they see as your role at the next level?
Yeah, I definitely heard a lot about that. Just a lot of teams are really excited just about the way that I pass protect. And so, yeah, man, just being able to carry on that role, I know that's a big thing that teams are looking for in a running back is, they have to pass protect. And one thing when I first came in at Ohio State that they told the running backs is if you can't pass protect, then you can't get on the field. And so that's something that I definitely took serious, because I wanted to get on the field.
All right, I'm going to test your Ohio State running back history. You feel pretty good about that?
Let's do it.
All right, I'm going to ask you to blind rank these former Ohio State running backs.
Are you going to ask me to rank them?
I'll ask you. You say 1 through 5, but you don't know which name is coming next. So you got to do a little strategery here, so to speak.
Okay.
You ready?
So you already ranked them.
Now I'm going to give you the names. You tell me if you're going to rank them first, second, third, fourth, fifth.
Oh.
You don't know what the next name is going to be.
Okay.
So you got to gamble here a little bit. All right, Archie Griffin.
I'm gonna just go stats wise. No, that wasn't okay. I'll get him first.
Oh,
two Heisman's.
Yeah,
two Heisman's ain't bad.
Yeah, first.
Okay, all right. You might have put yourself in a corner. We'll see. J.K. Dobbins.
I feel like he's so underrated. He had a great career here.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna put him third.
Okay. Beanie Wells.
Dang. Man. I'm gonna put him fourth.
Okay, you're gonna get mad now. Here we go. Zeke Elliott.
Dang.
a lot of too many Ohio State backs.
A lot of dangs.
Too many. Can't go back and change anything, can I?
We'll see. We'll let you re-rank at the end.
So I got 2 more, right?
Yeah.
I'll
give you a little hint. Ain't gonna get easier. So
I'm gonna go fifth.
Okay, Eddie George.
He's second.
Okay.
So I was going to say him
all right, so
second.
let's re-rank him. How would you re-rank him then, if you want to?
Honestly, they're all a great backs.
Yes,
And
that's
so
right,
that's
that's
the
right
first thing
answer.
I want to
That's the
say.
right
They're
answer.
all a great backs. They all would be in my number one spot. And so,
You got it.
yeah, those guys, they're all a great backs, man.
All right, national championship game. Quinshon Judkins gets hawked from behind. He's coming back to the huddle. You guys giving him a little something after that? Because that was he had some open space, man. You can't be doing that as a running back.
Nah, most definitely. He had that wheel route before though, and so I know what's up when he was tired, man. He had that wheel route before, and so man. Quinshon, he's gonna run a fast 40. Y'all
Trey, you have to understand he's a Notre Dame alum, so he's trying to
really?
grab onto something to feel good about.
I still got that first drive, man. First drive, can't take that away from me.
Hey, that first drive, Riley Leonard, man, tough quarterback.
He was just out here. That guy's
tough quarterback, man. He's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, Will Howard's pretty tough too. When he walks on, you see him in person. He looks like a linebacker.
I know.
Let me ask you the question I asked Will Howard about. And as Mike and I covered the draft, I don't pay a lot of attention to freshman and sophomore because they're not going to be coming out. Jeremiah Smith caught my attention pretty early and often.
Yeah.
And Will said the first time he saw him in person, he didn't think he was real, given the position he played. And then he's quiet. Loves learning, and then obviously the physical stuff that you see. Anything stick out to you in just terms of him doing things that other human beings can't do?
Man, I remember talking to Coach Day before he came in, and Coach Day was talking to me about the receiver corps that's coming back. This is when I was making that decision to come back, and he was telling me about Jeremiah Smith, and I'm like, coming in, he'll be an upcoming freshman just coming in, and so. I was just unsure. I was looking forward to hearing like is Emeka coming back? Trying to make sure those guys are coming back. Carnell Tate and all those guys, which they did. But he kept talking about Jeremiah Smith, and so I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, like we'll see what he's talking about. But I remember my first time seeing him. I'm like, man, he's really like that. That boy, he's different. I'm not gonna lie, he's different for sure.
I think Will Howard said that he figured out pretty quickly that jump balls are those are layups. Basically.
He when he's throw that ball up and it's 1-on-1, you might as well get to celebrate. You might as well meet him in the end zone. Yeah.
We've seen what he did in the games. Is there any practice story about Jeremiah Smith? Because if you're doing what he did in the games, he had to be doing some stuff in practice.
Yeah, it's like that in practice. The same thing y'all see in the games is like that in practice all the time.
All right, I'm going to have you build the perfect running back. All right, I'm going to give you some categories. You tell me running backs in the NFL, past or present, up to you, and guys that come to mind, and maybe even guys that you sort of pattern yourself after. Size.
Size. And so this is the perfect running back.
Perfect running back.
Okay.
You're going to build them in the lab.
Size. I'm going to go with Eddie George.
Okay. You're going to do all the Ohio State guys. That's what this is going to be. All right, speed.
Speed, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay. Agility.
Dang. That should be Jahmyr too.
You can double up. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm double Jahmyr.
Vision.
Le'Veon Bell.
That's a good call. Pass catching.
Christian McCaffrey.
Toughness.
I'll go Zeke.
Yep. I love it.
That's a pretty good running back.
Yeah. Hey, let's play this game real quick. We'll play the running back game with you, all right? How's your running back history? NFL.
It's all right.
All right, we'll do a couple. We'll give you a test.
He's gonna pull name out, show it to the camera, and then see if you can remember. These are like mid 2000s guys. Oh, you're gonna skip over some.
Yeah, skip over those.
You might not.
Those are early 2000s.
Yeah, you
guys.
might as well. Yeah.
Oh, they're going real deep.
I don't think we need to play this game.
we won't put you on the spot then, Trey. All right, let me get you out of this one here. All right, Trey Henderson, Richmond, Virginia's very own. Good to see you, Trey. Thank you, man.